The Cleveland Cavaliers have done a great job post LeBron James era of just putting themselves in a position where they can compete and also maintain a player that relatively has the aura of a star in Donovan Mitchell. But being a smaller market franchise, there are some risks you're going to have to take in order to put yourself in that position to be able to re-sign a superstar in today's NBA. It's almost like the Cavs find themselves in a series of conundrums with Donovan Mitchell, because 2 years into this experience, they have enough data and just enough game film to understand that their 4 best players might not end up working out too well as far as team fit. And the current roster that they have right now was pretty much leveraged against their draft assets, as they don't have a first-round pick outside of this season until 2030. But after their playoff elimination, man, the games the media plays, because just a bunch of leaks about what Darius Garland wants, what Donovan Mitchell wants, his expectations out of Mobley. And the media does play these games, particularly after a team experiences elimination or just their season comes to an end. That's when all the rumors of things that happened during the season come out all of a sudden, all these moles and leaks. But again, the Cavs and Dan Gilbert have done a great job to put themselves in a competitive position as a small market franchise. But again, let's not underestimate, the Cavs have put themselves in a great position to be competitive going forward, is that they're just going to have to juggle a few things, almost a game of musical chairs. During this offseason, try to re-sign Donovan Mitchell, and then you probably have to ship out Darius Garland, as that fit it's a little questionable. But then again, if Donovan Mitchell does not want to accept any type of extension, the Cavs do not have the breathing room to let him play out next season to hit unrestricted free agency. They've leveraged this current roster so much, and just to have Donovan Mitchell walk away and no first round picks until 2030, that's definitely going to be a blow for them to build up this roster going forward. But one thing that could really solve this whole situation is Evan Mobley just developing. Perhaps a new coaching change is needed. JB Bickerstaff has done a great job, but the fact that Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, they haven't really reached up to another level in year 2. So that right there is a major red flag. Perhaps a new coaching change is what's needed. And if just one of those guys develop, Mitchell's more likely to stay. The Cavs, from a monetary standpoint, will have the leverage to re-sign Mitchell, and they've shown a willingness to keep him happy down there and do everything they can to innovate that roster. So the day after the NBA Finals is going to be very important, because that's the official start date of when they could actually offer Mitchell an extension to see if he's going to stay. But as I stated before, this is a game of musical chairs, because not only now they're going to try to re-sign Mitchell, you're going to have Evan Mobley being eligible for an early extension. Does that fit even work with Evan? Is he going to continue to develop? What he had 16-9 last season, and this season he kind of remained stagnant, averaging 15-9. So as a 3rd overall pick, you got to see the growth, especially within the first 5 years. But throughout this season for the Cavs, they had a beautiful month in January, but they had some players out. Then they had struggles in December. Then they had a little boost in March, early April, but some guys were still out. There wasn't really enough proof of concept with all 4 players playing consistently for at least 2 months. And this is year 2 once again. So unfortunate for JB Bickerstaff, he has been made to be the fall guy, but the Cavs got to do what they got to do to maintain Donovan Mitchell here. And Dan Gilbert in the past has shown that he's willing to innovate, as all small market franchises have to do so. But the fit between him and Darius Garland, it's looking like that's going to come to an end. Either Mitchell is going to reject the extension and the Cavs more than likely will trade him, and then Garland will stay, or Mitchell will sign the extension and Garland will be traded. But the worst thing as an NBA franchise you could be right now is to leverage your future just to be in the middle of the pack. That is the worst position you could be in as an NBA franchise. But we'll see. As soon as the NBA Finals is over, things are going to be very telling for the Cavs.